Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Movie Social. I'm your host, Ricky. In today's episode, we're going to be doing a review of episode 9 for season 3 of The Chi. What episode it was? Wow. I really did not see the ending coming. So I'm going to jump right in and start off with the ending. Well, actually, no, I'm not. I don't think that's right. So, the episode starts off basically with Ronnie at the church. It also has Keisha trying to cope with her kidnapping and subsequent rape. It also has Jake and his brother trying to find a way to put it into Doodah. It has Kevin also as well, coping with the whole thing, dealing with Keisha. And it even also starts off with Emmett and the aftermath of his incident 2 episodes ago. And so I think we'll start off with the Emmett situation. So they're at Sonny's shop now. Well, no longer Sonny's shop, which has now been renamed to Smokey's Barbecue. Interesting name. After Smokey Robinson, of course. And so you have Emmett, you have Tiff, you have Emmett's business partner, and Emmett's mom all there at the restaurant trying to get it together to get it ready for opening day. And you can sense in there was some moments between Tiff and Emmett's business partner and the languages that were said, the unspoken words between the facial expressions, and then of course Emmett had the nerve to find out how she felt about what happened, and it seems like he cares more than she does. And eventually they start arguing. Emmett's mom walks in. They try to act like nothing really was going on, and of course Emmett's mom knows he's lying. She already knows that he slept with her just by the way he was responding, the way he was acting. And eventually he goes out and buys Tiff an engagement ring from a pawn shop. At the same time, you have Ronnie at Papa's parents' church being praised for saving Keisha. He's giving money. Even Otis Perry, aka Doodah, was there. They gave him a $5,000 check. And he spends time with his first love, I would say. And they go visit the granddaughter, give the family some money so she can send her to a gifted school. And everybody is basically converging around to Emmett's restaurant for their grand opening. That's basically where everybody eventually converges to. But before that happens, you go back to Keisha, who's struggling to try and get back to a normal life, but wakes up in the middle of the night, panicking, screaming, trying to use coping mechanisms that were given by the therapist. But it's taking a toll on Kevin as well, because he's either has to stay around with her when his moms aren't there, and vice versa. And Keisha's not really being open about everything with him the whole way either way. So it's like they're bumping heads. It's a whole lot of back and forth going on with them. But in the end, she does tell him that she's scared to go running on her own because of what happened. He goes running with her. Of course, she takes off and leaves him after she says she wouldn't, which was a nice lighthearted second there. But then she sees the bus, and it just reignites everything all over again. I will say, this episode, it was kind of creepy and horror-ish, the way they had the reflections of the sounds and the guy talking for Keisha. It was very creepy, in my opinion. But she also winds up taking a pregnancy test. Turns out she's pregnant by the guy. That made things even worse. So of course they're saying they'll get her an abortion, help her everything taken care of. She's of course afraid with all of that, and it's going to take a toll on all of them for this one. But then we digress into Jake and his brother, who Drake's brother's vehicle gets broken into by someone from Duda's gang. Leaves drugs in the vehicle, probably possibly to set him up. Luckily, they caught it in time, and then you know what? They decide to try and put an end to Duda. Jake goes back to the home, tries to break into the safe, but can't get in. But who comes and spots him? Mr. Otis Parry's wife, or whoever she is, estranged wife, whoever at this point, because their dynamic and relationship. Her supposed to be the campaign manager as well. He keeps trying to make sure he's in control of everything. She's trying to back him down while trying to also manage the situations. She winds up giving Jake the combination to the safe, and in that safe is some very damning information that could sink his campaign. And what do? They give it to the competition for free, nothing, just to see him suffer and possibly lose the election. Will that happen? I don't know. We're gonna have to wait till the next episode to see. But while all this is going on, everybody's now converging at the restaurant for the grand opening of Smokey's Barbecue, where Emmett proposes to Tiff, to mostly everybody's shock. And she actually says yes, even though for a moment there I thought she was not going to. I was about to be like, that's gonna be embarrassing. I even thought his business partner and Lala was gonna actually say something, but the way she carries herself, she's like the person that tries to handle business first over everything. Got to see how this affects her down the line. Of course, just wind up saying yes. Everything goes well for that part. It looks like the barbecue's a big success. Restaurant looks good. Lorel was there. I mean, everybody was there. Even Ronnie shows up. And then this is where things start to get interesting. It looks like this is going to be a great ending for an episode. Everybody's going off happily, and everything was great. But as the episode gets ready to end, Ronnie and his first lover, I would say, at least from the standpoint of the show, gets ready to walk out through the back alley. And of course, they do the ominous foreshadowing right quickly. Somebody right behind them. Next thing you know, Ronnie's shot in the chest and back of the head. Of course, he's saying this is for Googie. But first of all, my issue. What's the need to say this is for whoever? Man is dead at this point. There's nothing that he can hear. I don't know, feelings, who knows. But yeah, it goes off right after they show the bullet wound through his head. Episode ends like that. I'm like, just as the man was getting ready to leave the city as a whole, should have probably just straight up and left. Shouldn't have wasted no time. But you can see this is going to be interesting to see for the final. If this was just the final episode for the season, it would have been pretty annoying just to have it go off like this. But it also would have been very suspenseful. Can't wait to see what happens with everybody, because this also played a factor for Emmett and his barbecue. It played a factor for everyone else there, because once the shots ran out, everybody scattered. Will they feel it's not safe to go there anymore? Or is it just a one-off? Who knows? What's going to happen with hunting down the person that did this? Who knows? Let me know, guys, what you thought about this episode in the comments below. What are your feelings on the killing of Ronnie? Did you think he deserved it? Did you think that karma comes back around in the end? Or do you think it was just messed up? I mean, he just found Keisha, saved her. Even though, yes, it does not forgive the life he took. Still, the way it went down, bullet could have hit somebody else instead. It's wild. But all in all, to me, this was a shocking episode. I really was shocked. Let me know, guys, in the comments below. Till next time.